From is finally back, season 3, episode 1, and we are picking up exactly where we left off at the season 2 finale. And season 3 is starting out so strong. I mean, there is a lot going on. Tabitha is in the hospital. She doesn't know where she is, how she got there. Tabitha, as we suspected, is somewhere else. We don't know where she is. We don't know how she got there. She don't know how she got there. All she knows is she has to find out where that is, where her family is, how to get back to them, and get them out of wherever she came from. Now, all these monsters are definitely evolving. They are stronger. They are smarter. Maybe I shouldn't say stronger because we haven't really demonstrated much strength yet, but they are definitely smarter. They're more evolved than we originally thought they were. They're more vocal. They are definitely planning now. Something we really haven't seen much of in the past, but now they are definitely doing that. Setting traps. And we have Boyd, who is, man, he is really being tested here. We saw the trailers. Something was going on. He was tied up in a barn. Something was happening, and we find out what that is. He says he can't be broken, but man, if this doesn't break him, his character and his strength is definitely going to have to shine through because, man, whew, I can't say a lot. I don't want to spoil it right now, but I will throw some spoilers at the end of the video. Don't worry, I will let you know when that is. Now, Jim has to go out, figure out what happened to his wife, Tabitha, try to keep his kids safe at the same time. Obviously, he can't do that while going out to find her. So he leaves them at the town, goes to look for his wife. Things happen. We come across a new area that we haven't seen, new buildings, some visual things. I won't tell you what they are, but there are some things that are a little creepy. Not sure why they're there. But this sparks a new question. Was this missed before? Is this new? Where did this come from? And then we have another element. We knew in the season 2 that food was running thin. They definitely exploit that more here, try to find solutions. Then the monsters, as I say, are planning more. So they take all the little problems that the town's having and they try to exploit them and make them worse. It works in the monsters' favor. I'm really concerned about how the town is going to be able to withstand the lack of food, how they're going to withstand these new obstacles, the monsters, and some new elements that I said, again, were introduced here. Tabitha, on the other hand, she's on a whole new adventure that I am really loving. On this adventure that she has confirmed one or two things to me and sparked interest in something else. I'm really loving her story. I love her determination. She's thinking her way through this. She's not taking it abruptly. She's not just diving in and running crazy. She's taking it slow. She's thinking it out. What can we do? Where am I at? What's going to happen if I say the wrong thing to someone else? So I'm more interested in her adventure than I am what's going on in the village, although I know they all tie together. But we're definitely seeing an evolution of not just the monsters, but all the other characters. Boyd, again, definitely getting tested. Kenny he's going to be going through some crap. You can already see it. Episode 1, this is going to make or break who he is. Where's Kenny going to go from here? He's helping Jim right now look for his wife. Is this place evolving? Is it changing? Or is there just things about this place that you haven't noticed before? There's a lot that's here. This was a really intense first episode. The writing is actually, I think, better in here than it was season 2. And I'm saying that on one episode. I'm hoping that this isn't like the best episode of the season and things go downhill. But I will say that so far, I like the writing of this particular episode. It's really good. And as usual, at the end of every episode, you have more questions than you have answers. So they are definitely holding to that here. Now, here's where I'm going to throw in a couple spoilers for you. So if you haven't seen the episode, please click on by. If you have seen it, let's talk about it. Because I'm jumping right to the fact that Tabitha is now in what we see as the real world. All right, she is exploring the fact that there's a possibility of a way out. But in order to get the rest of her family out, she's got to figure out how to get back in. But we're also going to figure out who in there may have already gotten out and has survived. So she's exploring Victor's family. Did mom and dad get out? Did sister get out? I mean, there's this... I want to know. See, right now I'm convinced that there are two separate places. At first I was wondering, is this all in their head? Are they in a coma and they're like somehow mentally linked together and this is just all an illusion? No, now I'm fully convinced this is a real place. Whether it's a different dimension, a wormhole, whatever you want to call it. It's weird, it's real, and Tabitha made her way out. Now, clearly she's already found Victor's dad. All right, where's his mom? If mom made it out, she's got to be around somewhere too. Unless she went into the loony bin and she's locked up somewhere, which is a very strong possibility. What happened with the boy in white though? She followed the boy in white into the ice cream shop. She touched him on the shoulder and it wasn't him. It can't be mental. Could it be a mental thing? Is she thinking this kid's here, but it isn't? But I don't believe that because she's not the only one that saw him in the other place. So, I don't know. She called her mom, right? She called her mom. So, she is obviously back in the real world. Talked to her mom. Everything is cool. I mean, obviously it's not cool. Her mom's a little hysterical over the fact that she's been missing. The police are looking for her, which is why she had to leave the hospital. Oh my God, my mind is reeling right now. And then Kenny and her husband Jim. Jim goes looking for her, right? Kenny helps her. They go out. They find this little wooden cabins. These handmade cabins with these weird stick people. They're made out of wooden sticks, but they're obviously meant to resemble people. And they put the talisman at the door. They're spending the night there. New place, never seen it. Where did this place come from? Surprised no one stumbled across it yet. And then we get this footsteps walking outside, right? Middle of the night. So we're made to think they're the monsters. But I'm not thinking they're the monsters. I'm thinking it's something totally different. What it is, I don't know. I don't know that the monsters would be making stick people. So something tells me there's more to this than that. Different creature, maybe other survivors, who knows? But I'm very, very curious of what it is that they stumbled across. And then, of course, the monsters set a trap to capture Boyd and Kenny's mom in the barn, right? Obviously now, from the trailer, we know Kenny's mom's the one that's got captured and tortured in front of Boyd. Boyd is going to lose it. To see Kenny's mom, like, tortured. I mean, they just ripped a chunk of her back of her head out, which is, like, cool. But we didn't see anything else. It's really good, though. I'm, like, amped. I can't even control, like, my speed of speech right now because I'm like, oh. But now it's like more questions than answers. They don't want to kill Boyd because they think he's just a toy to them, right? This is a game for the monsters and Boyd. Mrs. Chen. Oh, man. That poor woman. Kenny's going to lose it. I don't know what Kenny's going to end up doing, but Kenny's just going to lose his shit. This was tense. This was an intense first episode. It was really good. I enjoyed it. So now, obviously, I'm going to be on Pins and Needles episode 2. If you saw episode 1, leave it down in the comments. I'm amped up for this. Season 3 is off to a great start. Throw your comments down below. Hit that like button and subscribe button on your way out. And I will see you at the next episode.